Hey everyone, Cyrus from Kolena here. If you work at a bank or credit union and you've ever had to make sure a credit card statement is compliant, you know how the process usually goes. Someone grabs the statement template, opens the CFPB rulebook, scrolls to the relevant clauses, and then manually checks. Does the statement include the right disclosures in the right format? This isn't a one and done. Different credit card products have different statement templates, and templates change with promotions, seasonal updates, and different types of layout changes. That's exactly what our CFPB compliance agent automates. If you come to our website, you can run this as a public agent, which means it's free to use. All you have to do is upload a credit card statement, enter your work email, and then it runs. So let me show you as an example. So it's running a set of 12 compliance checks mapped to the CFPB requirements. And in just a moment, you'll actually receive an email with the results. It'll be a clear view of what's compliant and what's not. And there you have it. Once the system processes the statement, your compliance report has been sent to email and ready to download right here. So if we take a look at the output, you get a set of results that show what's compliant and what's not, and most importantly, the reasoning why. So the agent will generate a executive summary, just kind of outlining all of the areas that need attention. We have links to each of the reference codes with a percentage of compliance rate, so you can look exactly which part of your document needs attention, as well as the next steps and recommended actions that you can use to kind of distribute across your team and speed up this process. So now that we've kind of seen the input and results, let's have a look at what it actually looks like to do this in our platform. So here we are in our CFR compliance report agent. Some important things to understand here are Kolena is not just reading the data that you provide, it's actually cross-referencing them against internal business rules and, for example, Regulation Z requirements or anything else that's relevant to your workflow. So this process starts by dropping in a document, such as a credit card statement. And once it processes, it actually runs through a series of these prompts, which are extracting data. The information that we're looking at right now includes things like the document name and all of the different segments that we looked at together in the output table. So you can take a look at the results for each of the extractions. And actually, this section below under reasoning is where you can win the trust of your internal audit team. Every single extraction has direct source citations as well as a reasoning for why the data that was selected was selected. If there are rules included in here that require a little bit of business logic and a bit of inference, depending on what is in the documentation itself, all of that logic will be here. So you never have to guess why the data was pulled or why the AI did what it did. Clicking on the reference will actually take you to the document that's related. We call this decision grade AI. It's the difference between a black box and an audit trail that stands up to scrutiny. So there you have it. You know, the cost of staying manual is staggering. Industry data shows that manual reconciliation is roughly 23% prone to non-compliance errors, with the CFPB having ordered over $19 billion in consumer relief to date. Sampling is no longer an option. Manual teams typically only audit 1% of statements, leaving a massive blind spot. Kolena gives you 100% coverage, reduces the manual effort by up to 80%, and catches errors that human eyes just miss after hours or 4 hours of shift. So instead of spending time flipping through the rulebook and doing checklist work manually, you get a repeatable compliance review that you can run anytime your statement template changes. Stop sampling your risk, start automating your certainty. If you're managing a major credit card portfolio and need to harden your compliance pipeline, let's talk. Check us out at Kolena.com.